I think my mother's right, what she said. She has a point. I shouldn't blame myself for any of this. She thinks, and I think my mom was very nice of her saying it's not my fault. It isn't. It isn't my fault at all. I was telling the whole truth the whole time, and I did. So it's not me that's doing all this. Matthew is. So he's the one to take the blame for it. He knew it was his fault from the start. He started it. He's the one that dragged his mother into it. He dragged my mother into it. Matthew did it to himself. So I should not blame myself for any of this. I should blame Matthew for it. He's starting all kinds of drama, and I think he is. So it's not the regular phone. It's just a FaceTime. When Matthew gets off punishment, I'm going to take it easy on the FaceTime. I think that's the best way to do it. I want Matthew to take it easy on the FaceTime, and I need to take it easy with the FaceTime too. Now, when Matthew gets off punishment, I want to tell him. When I see him on Saturday, I'm going to tell him the same thing. I'm glad that really made me feel better when my mother said all those things. Thank God it's not my fault. What my mother wants, not to worry too much about it. Keep it off my mind. I need to learn how to let go and keep it on my mind. The more I worry about it, the more I get headaches from it. She's right. I'm not going to let him stress me out. And then he blamed it on Glenda. He took it out on Glenda for it. And first of all, what happened after Not to Shine prom? Why he blamed his problems on Glenda by selling it by yelling at her. Glenda has nothing to do with it. He needs to leave her out of it. It's not her problem, it's his. By taking out on Glenda and Scott, that's not the answer. She's the mother, and it's her job to take care of Scott. And I don't want to blame this on Maddie. I don't want to take it out on her. But blaming Maddie for this is not a very good idea. For now on, I'm taking Maddie's advice. That's what Maddie said to my mother. It's not the regular phone. It's the FaceTime that's causing it. I think Maddie's right. It's the FaceTime that's causing it. I think Maddie and my mother agreed to that about the FaceTime. I think Maddie's really agreeing with. I think Maddie's taking my mother's advice with that. It's the FaceTime that's doing all the problems. It's about Matthew not going by the rules on it. He's getting his own way lately, and he's getting stubborn about it. I know he doesn't like the FaceTime rules, but he needs to learn how to deal with it. So Matthew complaining about it too much. He needs to learn how to let go. If I can let it go, why can't he do it? And I don't want to ruin my Valentine. I don't want to ruin my Valentine's Day by me being upset with Matthew. I don't want to do that. I get really sick and tired of this whole drama with Matthew. I mean, that's why Jeannie decided to break up with him. Man, I should break up with him too. If he continue doing all this. I'm glad that Jeannie broke up with him. Now, I should break up with him too. If he keeps doing all this shit. And he made it worse by dragging my father into it. This one slapped the shit out of Matthew. So he deserves to get punished. He's asking for it. Maybe he should stay on punishment. He's the one who's doing all this. He's the one who's starting it. So he deserves to get into a punishment. He deserves it. Now he needs to learn the hard way. He needs to stop getting people in trouble. It's been 4 days without talking to Matthew. 4 days. Now it's going to be 5 days without talking to him. Now I'll have to push him really hard on this. Now I'm going to have to push it too hard on him. He's dragging everybody else in the middle of it. Now he's dragging Jamal into it. Matthew's pushing it too. I think Matthew is going to lose a lot of friends and buddies and girlfriends if he's doing all this stuff. I'm getting really tired of this. He better not get Jeannie involved with it. He better not. And he better not suck Renee into it. First, Renee got me in trouble, and now Matthew.